Crypto Mobile Report.
Hey guys, Carlton Flowers here, your crypto pro, and I just want to run down and take a look at some of the action here and see what's transpired since last night, and then we'll talk about what I'm going to get more in depth in when I do the full analysis on the PC. Starting out with the Dow, we see that this Dow is just on a tear here, still moving up, but are we close to that point where it's going to take that dive bomb? I don't know. I guess time will tell with that. We will certainly see really soon. Here's another thing. Look at the dollar here, DXY. Here's why Bitcoin is on such a tear. When Bitcoin goes up, the dollar is going down. And we've got this huge overall movement happening right now with the dollar, with this big slide at the end. And that coincides perfectly with Bitcoin moving up. But notice here, okay, we've got declining returns where we had a stochastic peak, several here, that coincide with this spike up here when we were around 95. And then as the stochastic goes down and we hit into the slide, the next two peaks returned lower highs. And now we're in that bottommost peak, but we do have a stochastic crossover. And I wonder what's going to happen from here. If the dollar is ready to rally, is this over, or are we about to see something like this, or is it going to continue to fail? Time will tell. Okay, moving right down the line, looking at Bitcoin, I made another resistance line up here at the top, and we see that the stochastic has finally really rounded off here. So let's just take a look here. We notice that we had several little rallies here at the top of the stochastic, but now it looks like it's really rounded off. But that doesn't mean that it can't, we might do this and head down towards the lower stochastic cycle, but this doesn't mean that it can't hump up another few times and get a bunch of pumps. On balance, volume is just straight ridiculously moving up. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out. This can't be any major move, in my opinion, because we're nowhere near the real bull run. And I'm still thinking that there's a chance that this could be a complete head fake and catch a lot of people sleeping. Ethereum is just looking the same as Bitcoin. Massive pump, massive run, straight up. Stochastic is peaked, crossed over, and pointing downward into the down cycle. But again, is it going to hit another pump and move up? I don't know. It's too early to tell. Litecoin, just the same. What does this mean when we see all of these doing the exact same thing? It means that this is artificial intelligence. This is bot purchasing going on by the institutional investors. That's nothing that you really want to trust. And that's why I think that there's a great possibility that this is a setup. Band looks like it's mirroring Bitcoin. It's doing the same thing. We're peaked out already. We hit the same three peaks here in this move up. And there's our stochastic crossover. And we have a clear downward trajectory that looks like it's happening right now. DOT, okay, Polkadot. Finally looks like it's getting some serious downward momentum, because now notice this price movement, this big red candle from here to here, that is much more of a correction than what we had in the two little stopping points during that triple pump for Bitcoin. And notice also that we went straight to each one of these volume profile peaks, each one. And so what's going to happen next? If we fall down, it's going to go right after these peaks on these clusters. So we'll keep our eyes peeled, stochastic crossover, clear momentum downward, but will it stay that way? I do not know. Okay, last one I want to look at, Uniswap. Same thing. Uniswap didn't have as much movement as everything else. And this is kind of a clue to me that we're not in a real run, that we're still in a corrective move, because this is not that monumental of a breakout on the macro scale. So we had the major pump right here, and then the next two, it looks like it gave back everything that it gained. And so we're headed right back down to the center of this volume cluster, right at the point of control. Stochastic is clearly crossed over, headed downward, and now we've just dipped below the 80% boundary into the neutral territory with the fast line. On balance, volume is not impressive. Look at this. We've got a lot of accumulation here. We had the big dive, and with all these pumps, we have not even gotten back up to this previous level that we were at before. So that kind of tells me that Uniswap is still in distribution mode, so we might want to be careful with that. All right, so that's all I got for right now. Just want to let you know to stay tuned. I'm going to have a full in-depth analysis, and I also want you to comment below and tell me if you like the mobile report, if you have use for short videos, a casual video that's not polished, where I'm just telling you exactly what I see, calling the action, and giving you a heads up on what I think is going to happen in the near future. Let me know. Like and subscribe, and then chime in. Tell me what you want to see most from the Crypto Pro channel so I can provide you with information that you find valuable. That's about all I've got. This is Carlton.